Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Echoes of Aincrad. Last episode, we recruited the final party member as well as the final character from the original SAO, Silica the Beastmaster. Unfortunately, she doesn't currently have her little pet, so I guess she's just Silica with a dagger right now. And so, with everything completed up to this point, it's time to finally head into Catty's Sanctuary and hopefully finally reunite with Cal. But before that, if you guys do like this video and the series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and I'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, we're just hopping straight into it. We have no more prep work that needs to be done. This is a dungeon quest, Catty's Sanctuary. The ruins where Cal, or his lookalike, were headed turns out to be a sanctuary. The party prepares to clear it. Let's do it. Here is Silica joining us. As I mentioned, I did see that this was your lineup, but really the thing I took note of was the fact that that bottom right corner is missing. From what I've seen, that never gets filled. So I guess if Wiseman does come back, maybe in like post game, it would get filled up. But without Wiseman here, there's just like a weird empty spot. But either way, we're going to go ahead and hop in with Aegil for this per usual. And let's see how it goes. I know this is going to be a very heavy exposition episode. This is essentially where we're queuing up for the ending of the game. I think there were only 2 chapters after this, or 2 missions after this.
No doubt about it. This is a sanctuary, all right?
If the player wearing purple is in here, there's a good chance he has a brooch, right?
I'd assume so. Not much reason for him to come in otherwise.
Then, based on what we've witnessed so far, we can assume these brooches were distributed solely to beta testers.
That has to be Cal. He was adventuring all over the map during the beta, so he must have found this place back then. Come on, let's go!
Are we really set on having Lara come with us? It's not like we're heading out to pick daisies.
She was able to survive in that cave, wasn't she? Maybe she's more competent than you give her credit for.
We'll see about that.
She might not be physically strong, but I still think she's amazing.
Huh? How so?
She's a talented singer in this world because she's an idol in reality. That's why she can move with such grace and confidence.
Wait, seriously? Back in the real world?
She's an idol?
Yeah, I heard one of her fans talking about it back at the inn. She even works with an agency and everything.
I've never heard of her. Maybe she was in the underground scene? Besides, I don't really see that sunny personality of hers doing her any favors in that industry.
Let's leave it at that, all right?
Oh, sure.
Poor, inexperienced Ash. Just now realizing that women aren't fond of guys who talk. I spy an elf up ahead.
So, you've made it here at last. I've heard much about you. This is Catty's Sanctuary. Show me that which would grant you entry, chosen ones.
You mean this, I'm guessing.
Indeed. The essence housed within the legendary weapon here senses the return of the god of death. It seeks to revive the heroes that once saved this world. The Order of Knights, formed beneath the boughs of the sacred tree and guided by the goddesses. Those knights must return. They must shatter the god of death's life core, which was sealed away by the goddess eons ago. To ensure the total destruction of the core.
That's where these sacred tree brooches come in, yeah?
So our objective is to destroy the god of death's life core.
The girl I hear in my nightmares. She must be one of the goddesses.
You have permission to enter this place.
Before we do, there's something I'd like to ask. Did a white-haired swordsman in purple come through here before us?
Indeed. He too possessed a brooch, and was thus permitted entry.
When was he here?
Some time ago, he entered alone.
I don't care how strong this guy is. Taking on a dungeon like this solo is crazy.
Let's go.
I just hope this means we can find Cal, too. Let's hurry.
Hell yeah! Time to get ourselves a legendary weapon!
Don't get too fired up, Zash. Ships seeking sunken treasure often end up wrecked, you know.
What are you? A pirate?
Maybe I should have brought Argo, since she is the only other person that knows Cal. But here we go, guys. I am actually not going to be cutting this out because this episode will very likely only be this dungeon. If we get a side quest afterwards, I might try to knock the side quest out. But for the most part, it will just be this dungeon here. Because, as I said at the beginning and the past few episodes, we are in a very heavy exposition dungeon here. So we're going to get a lot of explanations from what I've seen. I've actually stayed relatively spoiler-free, but I have seen, like, screenshots with, like, stuff blurred out. So I do know some of the stuff coming up, like... Let me rephrase this. I don't know the context. I just know there's going to be a good amount of cutscenes up ahead. That is a trap chest, so I'm not going to activate it. We'll just keep moving forward here. Trying to charge up Aegil as we make our way through this dungeon, because we will have a boss fight up ahead. And yeah, after this dungeon, I believe there are only 2 main missions left. Maybe 3. I can't remember if I'm counting the final mission or not. But there are not many left. We will honestly probably finish up the entirety of this game in the next 10-ish episodes, maybe even less than that. But we are pretty quickly coming to the end of the game. And yeah, we can maybe finally get some explanations. I mean, we have not seen Cal since the demo. We've heard from him. We've got messages from him. We have not seen Cal since the beta test. And then the 2 PKers are also a big mystery. We have seen them in a single cutscene since the beta, but we have no context for what they're doing. Are they working with us? Are they working against us? They have the same weird visions that we do, apparently, of the like death enemy and the goddess of death. So I'm not quite sure what their context is in all this and what their role is, because I don't think they're going to be very friendly. But also, we actually have never fought them, because even back in the demo, they just laid a trap for us, and then we got away. We didn't actually have to fight with them. Either way, here we are at our first exit. Pretty short dungeon. I mean, at this point, I've ran through these elven ruins quite a bit, so I kind of know the layout of them. And the enemies aren't even really that difficult to fight, as you saw when we just ran through there real quick. We also just have such good stats at this point that, like, you don't really lose anything from fighting them. It's not like early in the game, or even, like, 20 levels ago, where it really was not beneficial to fight enemies because the amount of resources you would spend, like, you wouldn't have stamina, you wouldn't have SP, you'd lose health, you didn't have a lot of healing, like, ways to heal. Now, though, pretty straightforward. Run through, fight some of the enemies, use your skills, and get to the rest point. And with that first rest point done, we're in the Hall of Protection. And let's see what our first boss is. I saw the names of the bosses just doing research for this episode, like 2 episodes back, but it doesn't actually matter because names of bosses don't tell me anything. I didn't see any pictures or screenshots or anything. Looks like just another golem, though. The name did sound like it was a new type of enemy. So, the game crashed. I'm not quite sure why that happened. I reset the game right before this to try to avoid that. So, like, there was nothing new there. The good news is, I think, yeah, we were able to just teleport back to that checkpoint. So we can just hop right back into the boss. It does look like a golem up ahead. I'm just not sure if it's a new type of golem or not. Ooh, it scared me for a second. I was worried it might crash again. The defender golem, and we are fighting it with everybody, huh? Uh-oh. 0 damage, guys? Oh, do we have to fight these to damage it? Oh, brutal. Yeah, obviously we don't have any support skills or anything up because we had to restart. I think I might have just found the biggest downside of being a greatsword user. is the fact that I don't have a lot of quick attacks or range. So, like, these balls are extremely difficult to kill. Uh-oh. But what's crazy is Aegil's ability here, if my game didn't restart, he would go wild in this fight. Because he'd be able to smash all of these, I think, with, like, a single hit. Trying to get rid of you first. These are the ones that are going to be damaging us, even though they aren't used to break the barriers. But it does look like if you get lucky, the AI will actually break them themselves if they're doing, like, big AoE attacks. I think Zash just broke, like, a few of them. Oh, not phase 2.
Seriously?
That doesn't look like Cal. Run away. We'll let him do his thing, whoever you are. Oh, we're fine.
I've got this.
Heal up, heal up. Hey, man. Is that a two-handed sword you're using, too? It is. Him and Zash have the exact same sprint animation. That's funny. But he is a great sword user, so obviously not Cal. Unless Cal decided to switch weapons. Because Cal was a rapier user, I believe. Move out of the way, move out of the way. Unfortunately, using Aegil's ability here doesn't really do much. Because it's not like we need to draw the aggro away from these heat-seeking missiles that don't really do much damage. And the golem's just doing a bunch of AoE attacks too, so won't really do me much good. Let's try to, yeah, break one of those upper ones as we just run in here. And there we go. That should be the final one. We're on our big damaging skill. Come on, is it enough? Could be close. No! Just barely missed it. Uh-oh, Aegil? He's fine. I honestly don't even need to break these right now. I probably should just go for the kill. Let's use the crystal. Yeah, we'll just go for the kill here. Uh-oh. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, okay. Did I get it?
He's so strong. I knew it.
He's gonna take it out?
You trying to land the finishing blow yourself? Kill Stealer!
Wait! Cal! Cal, we finally found you! Thank goodness. I was starting to worry when you weren't responding to my messages.
My name is Arna.
I don't care what your name is. I want to know why you barged in at the last second and KS'd. What the hell, man?
Sorry about that.
I get that you're trying to flex or whatever, but it's poor form to...
Moving on. If you don't mind, do you happen to remember rescuing a girl in a cave recently?
Yeah, sure do.
Were you also a beta tester?
Not sure why that matters.
Hey, hold up! Why not cool it with the brooding emo attitude and join us? This is a dangerous place to be running around solo in, and...
Dangerous for weaklings who can't handle a few feeble mobs, maybe. Don't make me laugh. If you choose to follow me, that's on you.
Wait a second! Yuri!
Whoa! Don't leave me behind!
Guess we're following.
I actually didn't know if I was going to survive that. You can obviously tell by my HP. I don't have any HP. Can I check? No, we'd have to go back to our base. So Arne was just added to the character database.
Want to take a break?
I wonder if it just straight up spells out who it is. My theory is still that that is Cal's brother. If you guys remember, Cal's whole backstory was like he was going to bring his brother into the game on day one, but something was wrong with his brother. So he wanted to like take him away from the real world or something like that. So my guess is that that is actually Cal's brother. But like, I don't really know why, you know, I don't know the context for why his brother would be a solo player all of a sudden. Where is Cal? Why was Cal messaging us from the he messaged us for a long time. He'd been messaging us essentially for the entire first, I think even second floor. We were getting messages from him. But then we just didn't bring him up until recently and he didn't answer back. So like, was he with his brother this whole time? Or him and his brother a party? Did something happen to Cal? Is this not his brother? Is this a completely different person? And like his brother was never going to play a role in the story? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find out all of that in this dungeon. Well, for sure, I think we'll at least get a good bit. We'll find out a little bit more about who this person is and then what's up with Cal and where's Cal at. But I don't know if we'll get all of our answers this episode just because like the story isn't over yet. So that could be like a big plot point for the final dungeon or something. Where'd you come from? We're not really getting any more of the furs that I need from those bug enemies. We need quite a bit of them to start getting our final tier of weapon and armor upgrades. I need to fight more elites so that way I can build up Aegil's duo meter. We still have a ways to go. That's the hardest thing with like using your skills more often. I believe you gain support skill just based off hits. So if you're doing support skills all the time, you're not building up that support gauge as quick as you could be. I'm so dead. What? I don't think you can even go that way. Yeah, I guess we'll loop back this way instead then. Oh, mysterious not Cal. Where are you running off to? Yeah, why did Iori just run off saying Cal? Ooh, another arbitrator. When he literally just told us his name's Arne and not Cal. But the interesting thing is he seems to know who Cal is. So like that's what got him to turn around, was saying that name. That's the only reason I'm like, I'm still super set on it being his brother. So, because that would mean he recognizes the name, but it isn't him. I guess we'll head over this way. Still looking for the way forward. It's going to be in one of these corners here. So let's see. Cut through you, step inside, and then... Okay, so it is back the other way. I didn't see how to get over to the right, so... Gotta run back this way. I got the Shrewman on the way. We'll heal up a little bit. Can I go back and around? Yes, I can. And here we are. Then just north of this should be the exit. I can see it. Yep, right over there. Just popped up on the minimap. All this stuff. Honestly, at this point, just trying to get a little bit more of the X healing potion since I just used one in this dungeon. I think I actually did get one. Mortal's Bane. actually got a tier 5 weapon to pop up in a chest. I think that's the first time that's happened. I don't think I've ever got one to drop.
This one's out.
And we'll go just grab our loot and make our way down to probably the final boss of the dungeon. I don't see it being more than 2 floors deep. It never has been, I don't think. Except for when we went from floor 1 to 2. But then, like, technically you could... I wonder if you could have actually teleported deeper in than what I got. Or if I did have to run through the entire dungeon a second time. You might have been able to teleport deeper and I just didn't. But here we are. Let's see what's going on and hope it doesn't crash our game again.
We're in a bit of a bind over here. Chasing after Arna led us into a freaking boss instead. And this thing is nasty.
This level difference. It's pretty bad. Please make sure you're ready.
My bad. Don't think I'll be of much use this time around.
You're gonna join in? Fine. Just stay out of my way.
So that's the boss.
All right, here we go. The Grand Orb Weaver. This is why we kept seeing the spiders in this dungeon. I was genuinely confused. It's like, wow, we haven't fought these guys in a while, and they're just throwing a bunch at me here. Let's go ahead and have Aegil pull aggro real quick. We'll damage boost through this attack as well. Doesn't seem like too difficult of a boss, but... Yep, ooh, I think we immediately got rid of those tiny spiders there. Because we had used our sword skill. Let's use the healing potion just to counteract our poison effect here. Jump, and then I don't actually know what those ball things do. What? Okay, you can roll through it. Heal and start moving. Okay, we're fine. That actually wasn't as dangerous as I thought it was going to be. I think you just got iframes right before the attack. This is why I got a little bit worried, but here we go. Go into phase 3. Now this is definitely a 3-phase boss fight. There goes the head, but that means nothing in these fights. Especially when he regrows the head. Got it. Hey, you'll pull aggro again for me. No. Oh, that sucks. You definitely want to be in the center. You do not want to be close to a wall here. Oh, flawless! Because if you're close to a wall, you'll get hit by that second attack every time. Aegil, let's do it.
We've got this.
Yeah, we do. Man, how are you mad whenever you're fighting with Aegil, right? There we go, huge damage. No, my count. Uh-oh. One, two. Ow. Uh-oh. We survived it, but it was close. And please. One hit. And there we go. Ooh. Could definitely be scary if you're caught off guard with the multi-attacks while they're invincible. But honestly, I don't think it was too bad. Pretty cool attacks there, too. Definitely unique.
Ugh, damn. My life was flashing before my eyes for a minute there.
Yeah. I really thought this might be where it ends for us.
Glad we got out of that in one piece.
And I don't doubt we owe our survival mainly to him. Wait, where'd he go?
Wait, that door.
Was he not even in that final phase of the boss and I didn't notice? It'd be hilarious if he was just gone and me and Egil were destroying it. Well, there it is, legendary. Hey, that's mine. And it's a great sword too. That's mine.
Hey, hold up a second.
Wait! You know Cal, don't you? Sorry for mixing you up, but you look just like a player I know. Do you happen to know Cal?
All I know is this. You die here, you die for real.
Huh?
The fact that you're all still alive boils down to little more than luck. Are you really willing to throw your lives away for some ridiculous mission that's been forced on you? Weaklings should stay locked up safe and sound in town. That's gotta be pretty obvious by now, even to you.
What the hell is his problem?
Speaking of problems, dude took our weapon.
Damn it! Some savior that asshole turned out to be.
He took the weapon before we could lay our hands on it. Will we even be able to finish the quest if we don't have them all?
I'm not seeing a quest failed notification just yet. But there's no telling where the next sanctuary is. Let's make our way out of here for now.
Oh, Pucci looks pretty down.
You think it's because we didn't get a new weapon?
Let's go talk to him. Yo, Poochie. That white-haired weasel already slither out of here?
Yeah, and he wouldn't even show me the legendary weapon.
The only weapon in this sanctuary is the one he took with him, right?
Huh? What are you even saying? Why would there be more than one lying around? It's the legendary weapon wielded by Kati.
Well, what happens if, hypothetically, we're not able to retrieve the weapon that was stored here?
The fewer weapons you find, the lower your chances of success will be. The Sword Masters of Legend fought together, after all.
Huh. So I guess the questline continues on whether or not the party nabs all the weapons. But with a nasty difficulty spike if you don't.
Are we even in a position to continue on, then? It's not like Arna was in a hurry to join us.
Forget about him. Let's keep our eyes on the prize and focus on getting the next weapon.
So, do you have any idea where the next sanctuary is, Pucci?
No clue.
Come on, kid, be serious. You have to know something.
Except I really don't.
Oh, I see what's going on. No weapon, no precious pearls of wisdom. That it? All we need is a hint, kid. How else are we supposed to know where to head next?
Didn't I just tell you I don't know anything? If you don't have a legendary weapon to show me, then we've got nothing to talk about.
Sheesh, some help he is. What's the move, Yori? You still thinking about that guy?
In a roundabout way, yes. I just thought of something. Do you remember Cal saying he had a brother he wanted to play with? I was just thinking. There's a decent chance that guy might be Cal's brother.
If that's true, then why is his brother running around out here alone? And why didn't Cal respond to your messages? Oh.
Could Cal be...
Well, why don't we go find out ourselves? The Black Iron Palace.
Yes. Yes, let's go.
And so that's the quest cleared, Kati's Sanctuary. Seems like things might be a little bit harder if we don't get that great sword back. We don't really have the dagger either because we can't use it. So I guess, Iori, have fun with the only legendary weapon we really have. And so it's time to go check the death map. Now, hopefully it doesn't make me do it immediately. Let's see. I want to say one thing as we walk up. A few episodes back, this was like literally 2 episodes back, between episodes, I looked up a bunch of character names on this board. Characters from the SAO franchise, like from season 1, characters that I knew died, and characters I knew lived. They did not program every character in SAO on this board. I looked up an entire list of characters that died, looked up all of their names, not a single one popped up. I went ahead and looked up. It started because I was looking up Wiseman. I looked up Wiseman's name and I looked up Cal's name. This was, again, between the last main story mission of making it to Kati's Sanctuary and this episode. So we did a couple side quests in between and that's it. So as of the latest possible check, I can confirm that both Wiseman and Cal are alive, and it does not list a bunch of random SAO characters.
Here we go. Cal's name is spelled C-A-L, right?
I checked this within an hour of playing this game. Nothing has happened story-wise before now. I genuinely do not know what this is about to tell me, but I just want you guys to know that I knew going into this that this was going to be some Cal stuff going on, so I searched his name, and I didn't want to spoil it, so I didn't show it on camera, but he was, in fact, alive. I don't know what it's going to say now. Ooh. Wiseman. Okay, he's still alive. Cal died to head trauma.
Oh God, no!
Cause of death? Head injury? I don't understand. Could a monster really have done this? He was so strong.
Are we gonna be able to finish this quest without ending up like... I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
What's with all of you? Still no luck finding that Cal guy, I take it?
It's a long story. Well, what now? The enemies are tough as nails, and we've got no leads on the next sanctuary. We're kinda stuck.
I may have an idea. Does anyone know of any other dungeons connected to the High Elves? They look like ruins with images carved into the walls.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I mean, even before the legendary weapon showed us the way, the sanctuaries existed in the game.
Ah, I think I get what you're saying. There's info we had before the weapon started guiding us.
Exactly, like the first sanctuary. We found it without help from the weapons.
Wait,
Yeah, carvings.
I'd totally forgotten. But we raided a ruin like that during the beta. There were carvings on the wall there, right? I thought so. If memory serves, it was about the legend of some sort of guardian.
Really?
Whether the kobold lord we fought was that guardian, I really couldn't say. It didn't really feel like a guardian to me. I bet the enemies in that area have probably gotten tougher since then.
So, you think it's connected to the sanctuary, Stina?
I do.
In that case, I'd say it's worth a look, right?
Right! Better than sitting here and scratching our heads, anyway. So, Iori, about those ruins...
Would staying put be all that bad, though? Arna was right when he said this duty was forced on us. Out of the 10,000 or so people playing this game, why us? Why were we chosen? I fully intend to continue this quest. I do. But I'm not gonna force anyone else to do the same. Zash, Muso, you guys chose to help with this quest. Nobody would blame either of you if you wanted to call it quits. You and Stina, too. I'm sure you feel some pressure to stay, being chosen and all. But you can throw that brooch away anytime.
I say we let each person decide where and when they get off this wild ride.
If we run away now, that'd just be proving Arna right. And that pisses me off.
More importantly, abandoning the quest without a fight. It would feel like we lost to this game.
So, where do we stand, folks? Do we keep going and see how far we get?
Sure. But I'll see how I feel when I'm staring death in the face.
I would like to keep going, too.
All right. Then shall we start searching for the ruins we raided during the beta?
That's as good a plan as any. When do we head out?
The sooner the better. Would tomorrow work?
We can do that, right guys?
Then it's decided. Let's all go get some rest, okay?
Whatever the move, I don't care as long as I get to dazzle.
Man, I was worried that was going to happen when we hadn't heard from him. But, like, it still doesn't prepare you, you know? It's just unfortunate because we didn't spend any more time with him. He was literally only around for a single side, like a single main story quest. I don't really care. I just hope it leads to something down the line. Like, I hope later in this game, which there isn't much left, but hopefully later we just get, like, some more explanation of what happened to him and why is his brother important and all that.
Oh. What's up? I've realized, you know, how reckless carrying on with this quest may be. I know we all decided to do this, but... well, with what happened to Cal, I can't go through that again. Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. One thing is for sure, though. We've come a long way, and I intend to see this through. Yeah, I'm scared. But nothing will change otherwise. Of course, it'd be nice if you fought with me, but I don't want to ask too much of you. Thank you. I needed that. Anyway, let's head back to the inn. We have an early start tomorrow.
Wait! Are you serious?
Why not? I don't see the problem.
I'm curious. Why are you so eager to follow us into danger?
Where I go and why is my business.
Well, you kind of made it our business when you joined the party. So care to elaborate?
Fine! I need a distraction. I'll die of boredom if I have to sit in my room for one more day.
Ah, got it.
Besides, my stalkers won't come looking for me in some sanctuary, will they?
First you don't want to go, then you're all fired up to tag along. Damn, you really changed your mind on a dime, huh?
I can see why you're not very popular.
The hell?
It's a girl's prerogative to change her mind. You do well to remember that.
Lara's got you pegged, my man. She's exposed one of your character flaws with pinpoint accuracy.
Don't act like you know jack about me. You're just projecting anyway. We can all see your weaknesses from a mile away.
Is it really that obvious? It's true. My life is a flawed mess full of mistakes. But I was still more popular than you at one point.
Bullshit!
Muso, was your life really that difficult?
Oh, you want to hear my life story?
Sounds like a long one, so maybe another time. We need to get going soon.
Right. Let's get ready, and then meet by the warp terminal.
I'm coming too! Don't forget!
How could I?
And so finally, it's time to leave for the ruins that we originally cleared in the beta test. I genuinely didn't think we were ever going back here. This is, Town of Beginnings. This was the very first thing we ever did in the game. I've actually played through it twice now. The final trial. We obviously won't be starting it yet, but I do just want to see... from Hornka, we have to go pretty far northwest. But obviously, we will not be doing that this episode. Let me just make sure no other side quest popped up. Nope, that is it. We are officially in, I believe, the second to last side quest in the game, or we're very, very close regardless. But either way, guys, with us learning about Cal, I hope we eventually get something else out of it. I do just want to quickly say before we wind things down, I do know that there is like an anime based off this game. So essentially Bandai released I don't know if it's like a short film or like a 1-episode anime or something. Essentially there is a animation that came out before this game released that it was essentially promotional work for this game that takes place after the events of the story. It features characters that we see throughout this game. Basically everyone but your protagonist, just because your protagonist is you in this game. And as far as I've seen, Cal doesn't appear there, and Cal doesn't have any sort of impact in the SAO universe. So it's one of two things. Either, number one, hopefully we get an explanation of what really happened and why and all that stuff later on. And number two, it could just be to show the grim reality of this game. It could be to show that Cal was one of the best players in the beta, and this game is so brutal that it can kill off one of the best players in the game, and then turn his brother into a solo player. I don't quite think that's it, but who knows? Maybe, well, I guess we'll never find out if that's the case, but hopefully we'll find out some more answers to both Cal as well as the PKers and like what the significance of all of this is here sooner rather than later. But either way, guys, we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. The next episode, we will leave for the ruins that we cleared back in the beta. I will see you guys then.